Hi friends. Okay, so today I'm going to do two super easy art projects with you. But before I want to do that, I want to check in with all of you. I want to make sure that we're staying healthy, we are staying busy, and we're enjoying the time that you have together. Although we miss you guys, we just hope that you're staying healthy and doing the best for you guys. So the first art project that I'm going to do is fruit stamping. Of course, you don't have to use fruit. You can use vegetables, really anything you have. And the best thing about this one is that I have all of this at home. And if you're willing to spare some of these foods, then there you go, you're done. So today I'm going to use fruits. So I have an orange, a lime, and a lemon. So the thing that I like most about this is that right now Galileo is in the simple machine study. So, you know, a simple machine, an example of one is a wedge. So a knife is a wedge. So it's cutting open and cutting through that object. So I used a wedge to cut through the orange, through the lime, and through the lemon. So you can kind of go into that type of lesson, which is super fun. Another science experiment you could do is ask your child, do you think a spoon, a fork, or a knife is going to cut through this object the easiest? What do you think it's going to do when you try and cut? You know, fun things like that. And you go into an art project. Another thing, these are all mess-free projects, which are my favorite because I'm not the biggest fan of cleaning up paint. It dries rather quickly. So I actually use a piece of tin foil, and I put that down because paint does not soak through it, and then I crumple it up, I throw it in the garbage, I'm done. So that's just a pro tip. So what I like to do is I like to use my primary colors because, for one, it's fun to teach mixing. When you mix those 3 colors, they turn into 6 colors. So that's really fun. So here today I have yellow, nope, that's blue, yellow, and red. And it's fun because those can make orange, green, and purple. So depends on how you mix them, or if you want to mix them beforehand and make those 6 colors, or just use the colors, use whatever you want. But I just like using the primary colors because it's kind of a lesson within a lesson. So all you do is you're just going to take your fruit. I'm going to start with my orange. So I'm just going to take the orange and you're going to lightly dab it in the paint. So I'm going to dab it in some yellow. And I don't want that much paint on it. So I'm just going to kind of dab it off to the side. And then I'm just going to go ahead and stamp. So I just want to stamp it down. And the lighter you, whoops, there it goes. The lighter you stamp, the better you're going to see with the print. And that's what the most fun thing is because you can see what print it has, but when you paint it, it's kind of fun. It's the skeleton of the fruit, so that's fun. So there's my orange, so I'll just show you what that looks like. So this is it with a lot of paint on it over here, and then it kind of just goes away, and you can see the little lines and stuff from the orange. So then I'm going to go in with my lemon. So here's the lemon, so you can kind of see the things. And it even has the seeds, which I don't know if the seeds will show up, but we're going to go ahead and dip that in red. And it hardly dipped, so we're going to dip it again. So then I'm just going to go ahead and dab that off to the side again, and I'm just going to go in and stamp. So I do want to kind of overlap my colors because I want to see if they will mix and see what kind of outcomes that's, because then it's like a surprise, and surprises are fun within your art too. So that's the lemon. So, and I chose 3 sizes because sizes are good in variation too, and then it gives a little dimension and, you know, just fun into your art. So now I'm going to go with my lime, and and the plus thing is your art's going to smell really good. So I'm going to go in with my lime, and I'm just going to lightly dip it in that blue, and it hardly dips. So I'm just going to kind of smear it so that it gets it, and then dab it a little bit off. So then I'm just going to go in, and I'm going to stamp. And it's so fun to stamp with food because, you know, you think to just eat it, but you can do an art project with it, and it turns out really fun and really cool and really pretty. And so here is just the simple final project. You can obviously stamp more, use different colors, you know, mix, whatever you want to do, but it's just super simple. You have it all at home, and it's done for. So that's the first one. So I really like that one. So the next one is also things you have at home. So a piece of paper. And the reason I cut these papers in half is because it's going to fit better into this next project. You need a jar. So mine's a pickle jar. It's a glass jar. You can use a plastic jar, a water bottle, well, really whatever you want, something that can contain the paint and the object. So I already experimented to make sure it worked, and here it is. I'm using a quarter. You could use anything, a marble, a bead, like maybe a screw you have around, or a nail, a nut, a bolt. That goes with my Simple Machine stuff. So really anything you can find that's heavy enough that can shake is really all. And the fun thing about this one too is, as well as art, there is, you know, you can do music. Once you shake that object, it's gonna make noise. You can kind of recognize that noise, talk about it with your child, sing about it, maybe sing a song and match their tune, do whatever, make fun with it, however you want to. So the first step you need to do is you're going to take the piece of paper and you're just gonna kind of roll it in there and fit it all the way in. This one's a little tall, so I'm just gonna tuck it in. It'll still be fine. Then you're going to drop your object in. Okay, so I dropped it in, it's in there. And then I'm going to add some paint. So I like to use my primary colors, but I'm just gonna add some fun colors, just for fun. So I'm gonna add some orange, and you don't wanna add a bunch because if it drenches a piece of paper this small, you might rip it when pulling it out. So I'll add orange, I'll add some yellow, brighten it up a little bit, and then we'll add a little bit of pink. So this is kind of a fun spring paint. So, come on. Okay. So, then you're just going to take the lid, and you're just going to put it back on. And mine might get a little loud, I don't know, because it's glass. And then you're just going to shake it. Shake it all around. Mine seems to not want to shake. It seems like it's sticking down there. So let's see. Yeah, she's down there. Let's see. Oh, there we go. So just shake it around in there. And then once you're done, I'll give it one more good shake and it stops, so we're gonna be done. You're just gonna take your paper out and you're gonna open it and it's gonna be a surprise. So now we have this fun, just splattered marble, coin painted image. That's really fun because it's just a surprise. You really don't know what it's gonna look like. You really don't know what it's gonna like be in the end. Even the colors are gonna mix. You're not really gonna know what colors it is, and that's what's most fun about this is the experimentation of it. So just have a bunch of fun with this. Use whatever you have. See what you can use to make different things. If you have different shaped objects that you can shake in there, maybe it'll do different patterns in there, whatever you want. So try out those things. I really hope you enjoyed these two art projects. So again, they're super simple. You probably have all of these things at home. And again, you don't need to use fruit. Use a potato, use a cucumber, a pickle, a strawberry, a blueberry. You could even use a blueberry to probably shake around in here and make a whole food themed art day. So I really hope you liked these two. And I really hope you guys are all just staying healthy and, you know, having fun as much as you can. And we can't wait to see you all. We miss you all so much. Bye, guys.